charged with unaliving 3 people at 19 years old. And before y'all just get to judging me out the gate, bro, hear the story. You know what I'm saying? Hear the story. Take what you want from it. However you see it fit, it's up to you. All right, Chad. All right. This is back in 2019. Me and my girlfriend were finna move to Dallas. She was going to school for cosmetology. So I ended up wanting to throw a party. It was one of those last minute party ideas, like, let's just throw a party. You know, like, we finna move, let's just go out with a bang. So the first thing that I tell her that we start doing is like, all right, let's make a flyer. You know what I'm saying? Let's go from there. So she starts making a flyer. I call my cousin. Like, hey, man, I got this bright idea. I want to throw a party. What do you think? Keep in mind, everybody's on the same page as me. So they're like, yeah, let's throw a party. It's going to be a lit one. We can throw it right here in the backyard. Woo to woo, yada, yada, this, that, and the third. So now it's in full effect. So I was on the phone with my cousin, and I'm telling him about the party, and I'm telling him, like, let's go ahead, start setting up, pick me up. Let's go get some liquor, right? So my cousin pulls up. He takes me to the store. We go buy the liquor. After that, he asked me what I want. I said, we need to go get cups, you know, tables. I start hitting up all my friends. I need a speaker, whatever. Mind you, at this time, party's in full effect. Everybody's on the same page. We finna go out with a ball. So we go, we get the cups, we get the tables. I hit up one of my friends, asked him if I could borrow his big speakers because he had them big motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So he lets us borrow the speakers. I'm like, can you come drop them off? He's like, yeah, where do you want me to drop them off to? Bro, pull up, drop out the speakers. So at this time, we all meet up at the house. Bro, drop the speakers off. Bro asked what we finna do. I'm like, shit, we finna go get us some outfits for tonight. He like, all right, say less. I'm finna go get some bottles and get dressed also. Cool, fuck it. So me and a couple of the homies, we go, we find us some outfits, whatever. Cool. So we head back to where the party gonna be at so we can show the outfits to my cousins and stuff. And we like, yeah, like this what we on tonight. You know, me and my homie had matching shirts. His was like mine was a black one. His was a white champion shirt. You know, remember, y'all remember them champion days with the champion going down the sweater.
Oh God,
you remember that? So I tell bro, I'm like,
I sure have.
all right, cool. Now that we got our fits and shit, take me to my house. You know, I'm finna go shower and get ready, whatever, right? Well, he's like, say less. He takes me to the house. I get dropped off. I'm telling my mom what my plan is. My mom and my big sister, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I'm finna throw this lit ass party. You know what I'm saying, Mom? Like, what you think of this outfit? You know moms, being moms, you know what I'm saying? She like, all right, boy, if you keep trying to throw this party, your ass gonna end up on Commercial Street. Keep in mind, at the time I was young, had a lot of beef with a lot of people. So if you don't know Lee County, New Mexico, Commercial Street is where the county is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, Mom, you tripping, you bugging out. Watch, look at my feet, it's fire, whatever. So I go, get dressed, shower, whatever. My girl come to pick me up. It's finna go down. We go set up, we get everything situated, speakers, tables, bottles, everything, the works, the whole 9 yards. Once we get the party set up, we like, all right, cool, it's time we send out the flyers, you know what I'm saying? The flyers got such and such is going away party. Y'all pull up, go out with a bang with them for their last time in the city. You know? The flyers look good. You feel me? So then everybody messaging us back on social medias and stuff saying that they're going to pull up, they're going to pop out. It's finna be a ball. We in full effect now. So we dropped the Addy at a certain time. We like 11 o'clock. Like, this is the Addy. Y'all pull up in the parking lot next door. Whatever. So at first, I'm telling my people, like, on the cool, I don't think we should throw this party no more. You know what I'm saying? They asking me why, and I'm telling them, like, I got a bad gut feeling, like, something bad gonna happen. They not listening. You know what I'm saying? They still trying to talk me out of it. Woot, this, that, and the third. So I pull my girl to the side, and I'm talking to her one-on-one, and I'm telling her, like, baby, I don't think we should throw this party. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I got this bad feeling, like, it ain't gonna be lit. Like, we wasted all our money on nothing. At this time, they all telling me, you know, it's too late. Like, flyers out, people saying they pulling up, this, that, and the third. You just gotta relax and let it play out how it's gonna play out. So eventually I start to calm down. My homies is like, man, y'all take a shot, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Well, the party's in full effect now. Stay tuned for part 2. Like, share, comment, you know what to do. All right, this is part 2 of how I got charged with unaliving 3 people at the age of 19. All right, party just getting started. It's kind of slow, people coming in. So the whole time, me and the people that were there helped to set up, and the friends that dropped out the speakers, they pulled up right before the party started. So we just getting at it. It felt like a movie because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like 5 people pulled up together, and then 10. When we finally realized this shit, we had like 75 to 80 people in the backyard. Keep in mind though, everybody, there's out of 75 to 80 people in the backyard, but they all in their little groups, you know, sectioned off in their little spots. So me, you know what I'm saying, I started walking around, passing the bottles around like, yeah, shit, y'all mingle, let's make some shape. Eventually everybody started getting loose, party was vibing, party was banging, everybody having a good time. Well, my cousin come outside, and he like, hey fam, my baby mama just pulled up tripping on me, telling me I better not be back there with y'all and all them fast ass little girls. I said, shit, take your ass back inside. So at this point, I'm not even paying attention to the signs anymore. I'm loose in the goose. I'm having a good time with my people. I'm vibing. All of a sudden, I'm telling my cousin, like after he tell me that, like don't lock the back door because our bottles is in that deep freezer by the back door. You know what I'm saying? Well, he like, all right, cuz I'm not this, that, and the third. He go back inside. Cool. Boom, we keep partying. More people starting to pull up. At this point, it's like 100, 115 people in the backyard.
Ooh,
I guess we was having too much motherfucking fun and the party wasn't trying to stop no fucking time soon. So, boom, one of the neighbors called the police. We get a loud noise complaint. People are still pulling up as the police are pulling up. So when people are coming in the backyard, they like, hey, whoever's party this is, the police in the front yard. So I'm like, oh, it's my party. I'm finna go talk to the police. As I go there to talk to the police, I'm trying to like get myself together, like I'll stop stumbling. Low key drunk. I've been having a good time for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. This party been going on for a little bit. Well, I go out there to talk to the police and they tell me, hey, look, we got a disturbance, that there's a loud noise in the backyard. Obviously we see it's a party. We can tell you're under the influence, you're not of age. So we're gonna need you to shut it down. We're not leaving until the party gets shut down. So you know me, I'm trying to play it cool with the police. I'm like, yes sir, yeah. I've had a few drinks, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I am under the age limit to be drinking, but I'm gonna shut it down right now. You don't even have nothing to worry about. So he like, cool, we just gonna sit outside until we hear the music get cut off. Cool. I go back inside. As I go back inside, boom, I cut the music down. When I cut the music down, everybody in the party looking at me like, hey man, what the fuck is going on? Why you cut the music down? I'm like, hey man, the police outside. We gonna wait till they leave, and we gonna crank this bitch back up. So the police, they end up leaving. It took them like 2 minutes to leave. Cool, whatever. As they pull off, I start to turn the music back up. Everybody starts to get hyped again. We all singing that song, Fuck the Police.
Oh, they tripping.
One of the worst parts I'll never forget is when I started seeing my friends act different. When I came back in, it seemed like everybody had a secret agenda. Like they all knew something. At first, we were all in a group and we were all next to each other. Once I came back into the party, all my friends were spread out and like none of us were by each other. At this point, it's just me and my lady. And we still having a good time. We singing back and forth to each other, enjoying the vibes. You know, I'm not paying no attention to what's really going on behind the scenes. The part that fucked me up the worst was I never forget what song that was playing. It was The Baby, Suge.
Packing the mail, it's gone. She like I smell cologne, yeah.
As this song by The Baby is going on, we all having a great ass time. We all partying, we all drinking. Not everybody's in their little small circles anymore. We all turned up together as we said we wanted to be, you know, united. Halfway through the song, we hear one shot. So us just reacting, we're drunk. Everybody get low. What the fuck? You know, boom. As we all low, we don't hear nothing else. The music's still playing, vibing. So as we all start to rise, we still hearing the song go on and go on and go on. And as soon as we stood up, I gotta go. But y'all like, share, comment for part 3. This is where it gets crucial. Part 3 on how I got charged with unaliving 3 people at 19 years old. And before I get on to part 3, I want y'all to look at the body cam footage of me talking to the officers. Tap in.
You just walked out of his car with an open container. Are all these people here for your party?
Yes, man. It's my birthday. This is my first year home.
Out of the car with open container.
Shut it down.
The person that just is about to drive off. I'm just gonna run myself. She's taking care of her. Forty-two. Never, thank you. So I know, yeah, you're good, but since we've already documented that we made contact, just like you said, you come back here again, you're gonna get in trouble. I know all of y'all, most of y'all are underage. I can tell by the way y'all look. You're under the influence. We're cutting you a break right now, but if we come back here, it's gonna be a different story, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
So we're gonna wait out here till the music goes down, man. Okay? If it doesn't go down, we're going right back over there and just take it.
Bye.
So as y'all can tell that I'm under the influence talking to the officer. I know the quality ain't that good, but that's their body cams. So blame the HPD. But back to the story. We were at the first shot, right? We hear the first shot. Boom. Okay. Right after that first shot, when we all come up off the ground, like, what the hell? We hear another couple shots. Now we know it's not a firework. It's not the beat to the song. It ain't none of that. By this time, everybody's in an uproar. So everybody's running, trying to get away to safety. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all remember when I told y'all, I told my cousin not to lock that back door because my bottles is right there. So when the shooting happened, everybody's trampling over each other trying to get to that back door. Quick layout of the backyard. There's a skinny, like a one-man gate on the left side. If you're looking at the back house, on the left side, there's a gate. There's the door on the right side, and there's the alley with the big gate in the back. They all at the back door, beating on the door, trying to open the door. So the first thing I do is I jump on top of my girl. Bullets is flying, bullets is ringing, people are yelling, shouting, screaming. It's like a fucking movie scene. Scariest shit I've ever possibly could have went through in my life. At this point, it's not fight or flight. It's get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? So once I jumped on top of my lady, I'm in her ear talking to her like, are you okay? Are you hit? What's wrong? And she like, baby, I'm good. Let's get the fuck up out of here. So me and my lady, keep in mind, we run out that side gate. Boom. By then, there's like 4 people that's in front of us that run out the gate, smart enough to run out the gate. Right now, it's panic mode. So we're all under the influence. So nobody's trying to run out the gate. They're trying to go through the house. So we all run through the side gate, bam. Then everybody sees and they start trailing. So the whole time, the shooter is still shooting. Well, I get my girl out the side gate.
Who the
There's a
hell he
church right
shooting at?
there on the side by the gate. So when we run through there, everybody parked in the parking lot of the church. So I get my lady to her car, and I'm like, just leave me. Go. Me forgetting that I got the girl's keys, because once we touched the door opened. I grabbed my file. At this point, I'm taking on all responsibility into my own hands because I felt like everybody came to have a good time with us. So I tell my girl, get in the car, leave. I take off running back into the party. As I'm running back into the party, boom, I see the fire muzzle. Pow, 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 pow. I see 2 different fire muzzles, 2 different ones. There's one coming from the alley, and there's one in the backyard. So the first one I seen was in the alley. So I up pole, and I shot towards the alley. Shooting towards the alley, I guess the shooter who was in the backyard with us seen me shooting back in self-defense, trying to protect my party, all the people that came to party with me. So he stopped shooting, whoever it was. I guess while I was shooting at the guy in the alley, the muzzles from the alley, the guy who was in the party shooting stopped shooting and tried to get away. He gets away, boom, everything goes dead, silence. Now I'm like, I need to get up out of here. I'm from the backyard, in the front yard. When I hit the front yard, all the people that were there for the party that was helping me set up is there. My lady couldn't leave because I had her keys. So I look at the whole crew, and I'm looking at them, and I'm telling you, I told y'all we shouldn't have threw this fucking party, bro. What the fuck? So now everybody's looking at me like, what's the next move? But as all the chaos and all this is going on, everybody's telling me, you need to leave. Hendo, you gotta go. You gotta go. Me being in the right state of mind, like, nah, it was my party. I'm gonna stay here. But they convinced me, like, bro, something bad gonna happen if you stay here. The police ain't gonna do no plan with you. So I let them convince me to leave. While we're leaving, me and my lady are leaving, I can't stop crying. I lost my friend. I seen everybody in the backyard that was laid there. I heard everybody screaming. I'm like traumatized. Not only am I traumatized, I have to call my mom, my family, and let them know what just happened.
Your mama
Should
told
be
you
enough to
already.
hold you guys until I make part 4. We're putting evidence, we're putting everything, so y'all go like, share, comment, repost. I need this story to be known everywhere, worldwide.
Man, that's crazy. He gonna end it off like that, man. I wanted to hear the rest of it. I want to know who got hit, who was in the alley. It's a lot of questions I need answers, bro. Damn. I went to go check and see if he had a part 4 uploaded, but he didn't. We got to deal with this for right now. But you know what they say? You should always follow your first mind. Follow that gut feeling, you know. He didn't have that gut feeling to the last minute, but still, you should follow it. His mama told him he shouldn't go. Then he started feeling funny about the party at the last minute, even though him and his girl put the money in. Everybody else went in to bring the party together, you know. If you're going to proceed with the party, don't drink as much so you can watch your surroundings and see what's going on. Then y'all had a party in the backyard connected to an alley. Me, I don't do stuff like that. I really don't even mess with house parties anyway, you know what I'm saying? It ain't secured, so I'm not trying to jeopardize my life. I got too much going on to be trying to just kick it in the backyard or a house party type shit, you know what I'm saying? But all in all, you know, he went back and tried to protect some of the people. He shot back, you know. They stopped shooting after that. The rest of the people got away until part 4 come out. This is all we got. So drop y'all thoughts and opinions in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this story. I'm gone.